Over the last year and a half, many local businesses have been hit hard. Many have closed their doors for the last time, greatly affecting our communities. It seems as if the little guy doesn't stand a chance as profits plummet and costs climb. But we are not out of the fight. We have the opportunity to accelerate the local economy, restore the local business, and fight for our community. Shopping local doesn't have to be limited to one Saturday out of the year. So what would happen if we supported our local businesses, our neighbors, our friends? Let's rebuild and restore. Let's stay local. All right, last looks. You good? How's my hair? I don't care. All right. First, who are you? What do you do?
My name's Trapper Barnes. I own the Infinity Texas Air right here in Forney. We provide heating and air conditioning services to the community all over. In the area of Kaufman County, Rockwall County is kind of the eastern portion of Dallas. But we aim to serve and just kind of give as much as we can from our employees to our customer base.
Yeah. What does that mean? Aim to serve.
So serving, I think, we're building leaders in our company to go out and take care of our customers in a totally different manner than they've ever been taken care of before in our service industry.
I know a big part of what you do is community involvement. You're contributing and you're giving back beyond even maybe at times what makes sense. Tell me a little bit about that. What's your heart for community? What's your heart for giving?
Yeah. So we do a ton of stuff, right? Which is super important to me and our team to be able to support our community because they're the ones that support us. My mom was a school teacher, and so the school is important to me to be able to take care of school teachers. We know how much money it takes for them that they come out of pocket, for them to take care of their students. And so we do a backpack drive every year with a buddy of mine over at Sticky Ribs and just try to collect school supplies for the kids that fortunately don't have the money to be able to get school supplies. At the beginning of school year, we do an Amazon wish list giveaway. So each year we give away 4 $250 gift cards to go towards things that they need for their classrooms.
I think that a lot of people want to be portrayed as, philanthropic or someone who cares or serves, and there's a difference in someone who always just has this awareness to see the needs and fill them. And we talked a little bit before when we actually first met about how it's important. We believe at least it's important to share some of those endeavors and those initiatives so that other people can join on that journey as well. What could they do to kind of help support or get involved? What's something that you have maybe as an invitation to them to join that?
Well, I mean, through our customers, we give them the opportunity to give back. So we may do something for the Forney Food Pantry. And so what we're doing is we have this gift certificate. It's called Duke Dollars, which if they give us a sack of food, we're going to give them $25 worth of Duke Dollars, and they can use that through our services at any point in time.
Tell me about, you mentioned Duke Dollars.
Yep.
And anyone who's seen your trucks, they've seen some reference of Duke or they've seen some reference of your love for dogs. Tell me about that. What is that about?
Okay.
So Duke was our office manager. He was our mascot. He was the guy that was always at the office, and everybody knew about him because he was always on my Facebook page. Now he's on the back of the vans, but he was he was special to us. He really is the one that really started this whole community involvement, right? He inspired me and my team to create our Cause for Paws program. And so what that is we go to the Forney Animal Shelter once a month, and we go to them and find a dog in there that needs to find its forever home. And so that program right there is pretty important to us.
That's incredible. It's so awesome that, you know, the legacy of Duke is leading to so much giving back and contributing. But again, that heart, I think that's the common thread here, is the heart of, you're not just thinking about, you know, all right, I can write a check for this cause and I'm hands off. No, it's, I want to contribute, I want to give resources, but I also want to give from a perspective that thinks about, you're putting yourself in that person's shoes. You're thinking about the upfront cost of adopting a dog. Who does that unless really it's on your heart, right? My hope with this whole Let's Stay Local campaign is that small businesses can do that same thing, right? The way you're linking arms with people who are in difficult seasons and you're helping them out. Again, I think the heart resonates within that, right? So how can we as a community of small business owners, people who are local to this area, link arms with each other, support each other's businesses, help support the community in the process? So that's kind of the initiative here. So tell me kind of your thoughts, like what's your thought about all of that with what's going on and kind of where that heart is?
Well, I'll tell you, we're pretty fortunate, and we're blessed to be able to be in the positions that we're in. We didn't get hit really, really hard with COVID. We had some employees get it, right? We didn't. Our business was essential. We still had to go into homes. We had to be super careful. But I had a lot of friends that had restaurants or boutiques or whatever, you name it, as a small business, that I knew they needed help. And our team sat down and decided, you know, what can we do, just like what we're talking about right now. What can we do to support someone that's struggling as a restaurant? So we put a challenge out there to the community. You go to any of these small businesses, you buy a gift card up to $25, we'll match it. So, man, you want to talk about like crazy? It went like, it was fire. It was insane how you saw people just wanting to have that. They didn't know how to do it, right? So, but I gave them a little bit of an incentive, and they went, okay, yeah, we can do that. So I think that's still there. Anybody can get on social media right now, shoot a Facebook Live video, and I guarantee the community will step up.
Kind of with that idea, you know, your business might not have struggled like some of the businesses that had to close their doors, but what has been one of the areas that y'all have kind of been maybe challenged with over the last couple of years?
I think our biggest challenge is obviously the labor force, right? Manpower, because if we don't have the technicians and the installers and the CSRs in the office to answer the phone, I can't serve everybody that I want to serve. And therefore, we've got to pull back a little bit. So what we're really gearing up right now is a lot of companies in the service industry, especially heating and air, start to lay people off this time of year. You know, they've staffed up for the summertime, and they can't keep them busy in the wintertime, so they lay them off. We're totally opposite.
What you have with your culture, it's more than just a job. Is it a family?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I listened to this guy one year at a conference, and I took a lot of things back, but one thing that I came back and immediately implemented. And in about 12-inch letters, right above I'm looking out my desk, right on my wall, it says, care more, love more, serve more. And I went, wow, that hit home. So I immediately had to put it in my office. I hope that everybody that comes into my office turns around and looks up, or looks up when they're walking into the door, you know, because that's who we are.
Yeah, that's good. I think that sums it up pretty beautifully. And again, you guys are demonstrating that. It shows that it's not just a phrase or something that people memorize. It's embodied in their culture.